Peace FM 104.3.
Second leg, the Tema Motorway Interchange Project. Also, the last week, we had a situation of two Sod-Cuttings. I think that was the thrust of the submission I made. And when the Baumia Kate Sod somewhere July 2018. Now, I also indicated, in fact, I alleged, if you like, submitted the President Mahama Kate Sod somewhere in November 2016. Kwame, to be factual, and the NDC full statement, they refer me to Airport Hills overpass. Bia was a President Mahama inaugurating. That was of no relevance to the submission I had made. What they should have done, and which I have double checked, was a story or title there. President Mahama cut sword for President cut sword for work on Tema Port expansion project. Date near November 17th, 2016. Story was done by two journalists, I think from Daily Graphic, Kwame Asari, Budu, Dela Russell Oklu. Have I pronounced
Dela Russell Oklu?
Well, sorry, she should forgive me. Name in journalism, we are told the pronunciation of names are very critical.
Yeah.
I know my mistake on Fanchem. Now, it is that project now, President Mahama Kate Sod reform. No, I didn't chair NDC statement, and should reference. And let me read a certain paragraph. Also, the president announced that under the expansion works for which he had cut sword on, MPS will expand the Tema Motorway into a 6-lane road with the Japanese International Cooperation Agency providing assistance for the development of the Tema end of the motorway interchange. Now, you carefully read this thing now. You get the impression there the president was suggesting that the Tema expansion project, involved in it the Tema end of the motorway, the interchange. This is the impression you get. I have to be very fair to the facts and figures. I don't know. My try then to audio or the visual of the president talking and see whether this report, this paragraph, fairly and factually captures what he said or meant. Unfortunately for me, up to now, me some kind, it be a promise that what the audio never man, but me some kind. So it is possible that the president was not suggesting the shortcut in Hawaii is for the motorway. It's possible. It's also for you read a carefully about doing there. All inclusive. And see, because of that part, I've decided that I'm not too sure I was factual when I said that President Mahama cut sword for the Tema Motorway interchange. I want to concede that and suggest there perhaps I got that one wrong. But see, Kwame, I found something very strange. Apparently, I'm in good company. Echo NDC or official Twitter handle. May 15th, May 16th, the Kaya Ministry of Roads and Highways, announcement be the Wobobe, the motorway for traffic. The NDC official Twitter handle. Let me picture pictures nearly, but my phone is there. Let me tell you. 1 year, this is 17th May. NDC Ghana at official NDC GH, 17th May. A motorist, be assured the moon will be who social media. A motorist celebrating the visionary leadership of President John Mahama at JDM, what the JD Mahama, in securing the facility and cutting the sword in 2016 for the construction of the Tema Motorway interchange. My name is I get the drift. Kwame, and they had 3 pictures here. Is there a TV station? Was a ETV or a EB?
Yeah, there's a ETV.
Yeah, ETV.
Yes, one war story. They captured it to prove their case. Mahama cut sword for construction of Accra Tema Motorway flyover. Ghana Web. Mahama cut sword for the construction of Accra Tema Motorway. This is on their official Twitter handle. The Greater Accra NDC were reacting to this Ministry of Roads, saying they were insisting that President Mahama should be credited. Kwame, may we a copy of their statement here to you. After saying so many things, this paragraph is of relevance to my submission. Again, it is on record as reported by my Joy Online news portal that President John Mahama negotiated and secured the grant from the Japanese government for the construction of the interchange way back in June 2016. It is also a fact that President John Mahama on the 2nd of November 2016 cut sword for the start of the project as reported by Ghana Web on 3rd November 2016. There's a website to be GhanaPoliticsOnline.com or a pro-NDC website. I had a friend.
How sure are you about that?
Oh, he's passed on.
Okay.
He's a young man I had known, well, not too young, but I mean him very well. And one guy I respected a lot for his ideological depth and political analysis. Unfortunately, he passed on recently. May
he rest in peace.
Yes, but he's a very good man. Very, very, very good. But it's so painful he passed on at this time. Before there was a big loss for the NDC when it comes to analysis of issues. I mean, headline: Mahama cut sword for construction of Accra Tema Motorway flyover. This is a pro-NDC website. So what I'm suggesting is perhaps NDC full page. Now, they are all on this their Twitter page. They are all followers, followed by some agent Felix Kwacho Fusu, and even Kojo Oponkroma is also one of them who follows them. Joyce Bawa Muni are there. I suggest that since now why a revision of what really took place, maybe they might as well pull down this one.
Right. End of story.
Okay. Because maybe, but me for too much time.
These are all things which you have spoken on and which are things that are not disputed.
Yes.
Then what makes you take a position of sorry just for the first one?
No, because you see, I want to be honest about this thing. You read the story now. Until I make a audio now, I'll be in a position to make a case. But you see, the story has been done by two journalists, and Graphic, let's be honest, it's a very credible newspaper. My experience on Chile were perfect. And if you read the way it's been put, it's as if the president said that me cut sword for Tema expansion project. Within it is the Tema Motorway interchange, which will be financed by the Japanese. So his sword cutting was for the global. Am I right? Yeah. That's my understanding. Yeah, so. Yes, I want to be very fair.
Not the specific.
Yes, because Baumia went cutting sword for the specific. Yeah. So I want to draw that distinction and leave it that way. Me say all the say there's some additional factor that I can raise, I'll raise. But you see, I like to be honest about these things. On your question of your score points here and there, or a question of being factual, accurate, precise. So far on this point, the army, NDC official Twitter handle, Greater Accra NDC, we are in the same boat.
That's right.
Which is very strange.
That's strange.
Strange bedfellows.
Well, I have taken the lead to do a revision. So I expect them to follow suit. I rest my case.
But then these behalf you were debunked.
Yes.
Their own official
says they cut the sword.
But you see, Kwame, there's something we need to take note of.
Which is?
And it's politicians are politicians. They will take advantage of, projects and other things which will win them the hearts and minds of the people. I'm sure Kwame Duncan in his region, he's come across some projects one way or the other that was either in the books or, was being implemented.
10 polyclinics were inherited from John Mahama.
Okay.
And they completed it.
Precisely. And, in doing so, he could say that, sometimes he would want to say, I started it. Other times, someone would say, I came to meet it. Other times, they will say, listen, nobody has even ever thought of it at all. It's something that I originated, I dreamt of, and all that. So, sometimes you need to be, fair. In terms of, as journalists, you can only be accurate. As politicians, they have their own ways of dealing with things. But
as a journalist also, I'd ask you to go and polish your tree and come back on the platform.
And shut on your bad, sir.
And shut on your bad, but a question I like to do.
What
can pass him, Mama? No. What can pass him, Mama? No.
But you see,
you don't have to say it.
I would say, but as a man, Kasi say minim say young amanyofo across ye can be pa na ma sakasa ne wo but no kre won so ne say amanyofo no ye danso ye danso na etoda eye hu hia say ye behwe amanyofo no de sebi ofum kra wo gitum say wa fom enu ntina me da bia me kamfo say we should be humble. And we must discuss our politics with some level of humility.
And sincerity.
And sincerity. Kwame ya anya sadia na man yo yemfam kontompo nye.
Na munim sadia.
Minim sa dodo bebre so nim sa minim amanyofo bebre wo munim sa ena minim aman konka ena minim amanyofo so wo munim sa de no o de sofo na de sofo so
tell Larry Dogbe tell Larry Dogbe, my friend, that he's an NDC man. His presence on the show means he's NDC's rep. Nana has your jury. Are you sure he's your friend?
It wasn't authorized.
Obviously, tell Larry Dogbe we know where he stands and who he supports. The things he writes on Facebook exposes his stance. Michael Aka says that
there's absolutely nothing wrong.
No, but it's Obey as his own observer. And then the people after now, your main man Sampine. What's my friend Larry doing there?
It's looking for the meat.
Also, very numb.
If it's about doing stories, I like why stories are my CBP.
Kwame, there's something I want to point out. Journalists as we are like musicians. Sometimes utunyum. Okay, yeah, it's nyum to four. Sometimes utunyum no na eya man for there. Other times then you'll be there. And you can't do anything about it.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet